This exhibition is landscape as architecture and architecture as landscape. It's about celebrating landscape and architecture as trying to be the same thing. We realized that these spaces in the Arsenale were used as warehouses for the components of prefabricated ships in the 13th to 15th century. So we have prefabricated a structure that we've brought from Africa, which we've tried to and respectfully done in an Italianate type of way, to hang, very light, to hold the drawing so that we can make space. It's very ordered and planned, but the buildings are about organic buildings that are informed by architecture, where the architecture is sometimes like landscape, the landscape is sometimes architecture. The relationship with the curators was they asked me if I could demonstrate that through my hand drawings, and I could blow the drawings up big because I hand draw, and my drawings lead very often to the project because I have a conversation with my autobiography and with my intuition. And the work is got to do with vaulted architecture, that's two-way vaults. It's got to do with stepped architecture and the landscape. It's got to do with cairns and tentacles of space. So there's a structure to it. Now, the basic organization is a very ordered one, informed by the body, but the work is informed by nature and by landscape. And it's actually a play on that. And what you see up top here is a candelabra of plants that are dancing with one another, like jellyfish in the sea, okay? And when you get down to the other level, at eye level, you will experience the drawings, but because they're blown up big, you can inhabit the pieces of landscape and architecture in a different way, sometimes like a Paul Klee painting. It is a fantasy world, and then it should be delicious to experience it because it's very spatial and very rich. And then you ask yourself the question, are any of these projects built? And then when you leave, there's some pictures to show you that 5 of the projects are in progress or have been built. What's very good about the curators of this Biennale was the relationship they developed with you through a series of responses where you had a dialogue and they guided you. And they contested and they provoked you to raise the bar, which is what it should be. It shouldn't just be an exhibition. And the other thing is it's a celebration of this 300-meter long space with the window. So what we've done is we've celebrated the backlight of the window as something that's glorious. And you have a very intimate space here, which you don't experience yet, but when you come around the corner, you have this very high space, and then you have the light filtering through these various plans that overlay on one another. And it's a very Venetian thing for us. And then we've done the detailing of the structure. It's almost like respecting Scarpa. And what would Italians do? But we're Africans, so we've done it out of African wood. And we want it to be something that Italians will enjoy.